Well, welcome back to my kitchen. This is Gigi's Kitchen, where you get to learn all kinds of tips, cooking, prepping, and just enjoying food. Today is going to be a little bit of a summer fest. So we are in grilling season and we like to grill. So we're going to just do a very simple lemon chicken on the grill. Then we're going to take that lemon chicken and slice it so we can put it on some naan bread. And so the fun part about this is it kind of resembles a gyro, but we still need all the toppings. So we're going to make some tzatziki to go on the top and some pickled onions to go with it. And then pile it all together and have some fun naan bread and lemon chicken, grilled lemon chicken with naan bread. So let's cook. So I don't rinse my chicken breasts. I just pack them dry out of the package, get them ready to go. I'm going to show you how we butterfly a chicken breast. It's very simple. Take the rib and set it aside. And then I'm going to make sure, come on through. Now I have a nice big piece of chicken. It's very thin. I'm going to put that on the grill, and I am not going to pound this. You could if you wanted to, but I'm not going to. It's going to cook pretty quickly, but I'm still going to have some really good juicy pieces. Now we're ready to get together some marinade for our chicken, or what it really is vinaigrette. I use the same ratio as I would if I'm making a vinaigrette. So in my oil, it's going to be over here, and that'll be olive oil. My acid will be lemon juice, and then I have my garlics, which I've pressed. So on my lemons, this is a lemon I zested yesterday when I was cooking. And if you don't have one of these little gadgets, they're really great. So put your hand on there, you press, and you go with it until you get it all, and then all the seeds and the pits and everything goes. Now we're not going to get rid of these. We're going to keep them because we are going to use them. Push, press, roll. There we go. And I'm going to need a third cup of juice. And if you're not sure you're going to have enough juice, then you put your hand on it and roll it. And you can feel it when it gives way and starts getting really gushy inside. Gushy. Juicy, gushy, and then inside there. And then you can, it's good and soft, see? Gotta press on it. So there we are. And we're just going to go and continue to do this till we have all the lot to the meat, the feta dip, and all the toppings are also very salty. We can add some salt to it right when we put it on the grill if we decide we want to. There's my rosemary's in there. So we got all that. Now I want all of these lemons on here. There we go. I'm going to lay them all on there. Alright, that's ready. Here's my saran wrap. It's over the top of it. And then this is going to go in the fridge. And it's going to stay in there until we're ready for it. Which will be a couple hours because it's not even evening time yet. But it'll just sit in there and absorb all that good garlic, lemony, rosemary flavor. So one of the toppings that we really like on our lemon chicken is tzatziki. And then we serve it with naan bread. So it kind of makes like a little lemon chicken gyro. Hero. I never can say that right. I don't know. Anyway, what we're going to start with is half of an English cucumber or a seedless cucumber. You can use a regular cucumber if you want. Most important is to shred it. So I'm going to take my big box shredder here. And I'm going to use the big side because I like mine chunky. You can do it on the little side if you want, but I like it chunky. So, and then we're just going to grate it down so it's all grated. It doesn't take long. You can double this portion if you want, but I find that it's pretty good. Makes enough for about 4 to 6 people, depending on how many eat it. My husband does not like cucumber, so he won't touch it. But my daughter and her friends, they scarf it up. So I usually say about 2 cups of yogurt, a half a cucumber, 2 large cloves or 3 small cloves of garlic, and the juice of 1 lemon. So there we go. don't want my end there. And I got a couple of long pieces like that. Okay. We want every bit of this. Reach in here and get all that out. And that's right down the outside. I'm going to take my bits here and I'm going to put them in this strainer. And spread them out. If I have any see big ones like that, I'll just go ahead and take them out. They don't bother me though. But I don't think it's fun to bite into that. Okay. So then I have my little ladle. This is nice and round and it fits in there and you can smash. So you just get in here and start going at it. And the juice will come out and you can see it's already filling up in the bottom of the bowl. Press it out. Just keep going. I'm going to stir them up. Push that juice on through and then press some more. And we just keep going and keep going till they're good and dry. See? You can see? Might go one more round. There we go. That looks really good. See? Nice and dry. They're not so juicy anymore. Get that water on through. Alright. Get all my cucumbers off of there. Not going to need this anymore. And then I'm going to take this juice and I'm going to put it in here. They're still pretty wet. I could have went more. One of the things you can do too is you can take a paper towel to them and absorb it with the paper towel. So then I have something really important. Whole milk Greek yogurt. We use the whole milk. We want all the fat. This is creamy. If you take out the fat, you lose that creamy texture to it. Now, if you're not a fat person, you can do that. But I think it just tastes so much better when you have the whole milk. Also, with the Greek yogurt, the whey, it is in. Now, I'm going to put, and I've already made some the other day, so I use half of a 32 or 16 ounces, which would be about approximately a cucumber. Or if you're using regular cucumbers, maybe one. Lamb chops. It's just good all around goodness. So this is a really fun dip to have when you're having some Greek food. Feta, one of my favorite types of cheeses. It's so versatile. But we're going to make a dip out of it. It's in a brine, so you can see. And then I will use half of this because I've already used half of it before. So for this dip, and since I'm feeding a lot, I'm going to crumble this up into my little chopper over here. Put it in there. I don't want the brine, I just want the cheese. And we'll get the other piece. So this is a half a chunk. The other half I already used. It doesn't last long. I usually serve this as an appetizer, but you can also put it on your naan bread with your chicken. So when I serve it as a dip, which we'll do today, I usually serve it with pita chips and Kalamata olives, or an olive mixture to go with it on the side. Remember, feta is very, very salty, but for some reason the salty olives work well with it too. Right? In there. And I do like my little chopper. I use it all the time. I got it at Walmart, I think, a long time ago. And I do use it. And then we're going to drizzle the olive oil in there. And we're going to let this blend down until it is nice and creamy. There, it's starting to blend now. And when it's still pretty stiff, I'll add more olive oil. You could probably do this with an emulsion blender. So see, it's still pretty stiff. It's spreadable, but I want it dippable. So I am going to add more olive oil, and we'll take it another round. And then, of course, it's your choice. I'm going to go ahead at this point and add some little bit of rosemary. You can put whatever you want in here, oregano, nothing. You can put some olives in there and chop them all up. Maybe we'll do that next time. Here we go, one more time. It's really good now. You can see it's getting soft. It's starting to get real creamy. About right. Oh yeah. It's not going to run off the spoon, but it is very dippable. So that's what I want. And then we'll put this into a serving bowl and get it ready for the table. So here we are with our pickled onions. So this is a quick little recipe for you to have to put in your fridge and have it ready for a moment's notice. One of Gigi's kitchen tips. It's very simple. We're going to slice up one small red onion, have a heat-proof glass jar that'll seal. This one seals. You can use a mason jar if you like. And in my little pot of steaming fluid here, my water, I have 1 cup of water, 1 cup of white vinegar, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and 1 tablespoon of salt. And I use the regular table salt in here just because I wanted it to dissolve faster. It is also saltier than kosher salt, so it'll have a little more saline effect to it. I have black pepper and a garlic clove. 1 small one, I'm going to just drop it on top. I'm going to put a few grinds of my fresh ground Tella cherry pepper in there. And then we're going to take our handle. It's not hot. I was worried it was because I just took it off. And you put it on the stove and you get it boiling hot till everything is dissolved. Once it's all dissolved, it's ready to go on the sliced onions. And they are sliced fairly thin. And I fill up the jar with the brine. There we go. Then we're going to push it down in there, make sure they're all down in there and good and covered. And you don't have to add any garlic or black pepper. You can just do onions. Sometimes I just do onions. You can add pickling seasoning or fresh herbs in here, whatever your taste is for whatever you're putting it on. You can, I've added cucumbers in here. Once it was cold, I would put the cucumbers in, little diced cucumbers in there. You can do this with radishes sliced thinly. So like on our fish tacos, we like to have a little pickled radish. This will be the same recipe. Instead of onions, it would be radishes. So there's a lot of different things you can do with it. I've seen recipes where they pickled celery this way, and it will last in the fridge for a good couple of weeks if it's around that long. We put it on tacos, we put it on tonight our lemon chicken naan breads, then we also put it on salads, so it is good for all round. So now I'm going to put the lid on this and seal it down, and it's just going to sit on the counter till it gets cool, and then I'll put it in the refrigerator and it's going to be ready for tonight's dinner. It'll be ready to eat in 30 minutes. But I like it to sit up a little bit longer. They kind of get a little soft and they're more mellow. So anyway, they're ready to go, and we'll set that aside. So here's our lemon chicken. It's ready to go. The grill is good and hot. The temperature on the grill right now is 450, if you can see that. It's 450. This chicken will not take very long to cook. We're going to lay it out on the grill, as well as the lemons. The chicken pieces. These will take very little time. And we like the flare up because that's going to give us a really good char on our chicken. We'll close the lid for a minute or two, not long, and then we'll check it in about 1 to 2 minutes. We're ready to check our chicken. It's starting to turn really white. That means it's getting done. We should have a few spots on the top. And we're putting the naan bread on to heat through. The chicken will be ready to flip in just a few minutes. Look at that, nice and crispy brown, good grill marks. Here is our summer feast. We've got our lemon chicken with our feta dip, our tzatziki, naan breads, and all our toppings with our pickled onions right on top. Oh, we can see how they all look up close. And now we get to just dig in.